Welcome to Finance 3.0, your daily dive into the seismic shifts reshaping the global financial system. I am Asha Semenova, and I thank you for watching. Tonight, we're unpacking the powerful forces driving this transformation, forces that will define how economies function in the years ahead. In this first episode, I will go over the massive current challenges we as people are facing. And moving forward, I will do a deep dive on any breaking issues that threaten financial stability across the globe. The World Economic Forum has identified 5 transformational trends, dubbed the 5 Ds, that are rewriting the rules of finance. Deglobalization. Global markets are pulling back. Supply chains are being restructured, trade disputes are escalating, and economic nationalism is on the rise. This isn't just tariffs. It's a fundamental retreat that could slow growth and fuel inflation. To quote an economist, we're not just talking about trade wars. Deglobalization represents a fundamental rewiring of the global economy decarbonization. The fight against climate change is no longer optional. Extreme weather events are already costing billions, forcing governments to spend heavily on adaptation. Green bonds are gaining traction, but the scale of investment required remains massive and inflationary. Demographics. Populations are aging, birth rates are falling, and workforces are shrinking. That means higher healthcare costs, heavier pension burdens, and slower productivity growth, all of which strain public finances. By 2050, 1 in 6 people worldwide will be over 65. That changes the math for pensions, healthcare, and economic growth. According to a UN demographic report, global debt levels have reached historic highs. Governments face ballooning interest payments, leaving less room for critical spending on infrastructure and education. Companies with risky debt face looming repayment cliffs. Digitalization. Amid all these challenges, technology is the bright spot. Artificial intelligence and digital innovation could drive productivity gains of more than 1% annually, unlocking trillions in new economic value. Generative AI alone could add trillions to the global economy. It's not hype anymore. It's happening. According to a McKinsey analyst, structural shifts in finance. The Bank for International Settlements points to 2 major shifts since the 2008 financial crisis. First, financing has pivoted away from private sector lending toward government debt, making sovereign bonds the centerpiece of financial markets. Second, non-bank financial institutions, pension funds, insurers, hedge funds, have surged in importance. Their assets now rival traditional banks, and their global reach depends heavily on the vast foreign exchange swap market, where the US dollar remains the anchor. Non-bank financial institutions now control over half of global financial assets. They are too important to ignore. According to a BIS annual report, Innovation, Digital Currencies, and Geopolitics Financial Innovation. AI is increasingly the brain of finance, powering personalized banking, cutting costs, and driving new efficiencies. Meanwhile, fintech funding is stabilizing, and DeFi is emerging as a serious frontier. Digital currencies. Central bank digital currencies and stablecoins are poised to reshape how money works. They may strengthen short-term stability, but the long-term implications for the US dollar and global monetary policy remain uncertain. Over 130 central banks are exploring digital currencies. This could fundamentally shift the balance of monetary power, according to an IMF official geopolitics. Rising tensions, from sanctions to trade wars, are fragmenting the financial system. The cost could be enormous, up to 5% of global GDP. Markets feel the pressure through weaker stocks, higher borrowing costs, and mounting risks to stability. The global financial system is in the midst of a historic transformation, driven by demographics, technology, climate, debt, and geopolitics. Understanding these forces isn't just for policymakers. It's essential for everyone navigating tomorrow's economy. Stay with us for continuing coverage, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Finance 3.0 for your daily look at the future of finance.